So the top news coming in is from the United States of America with regard to the Trump tariff. All eyes still on. It's not just about the announcements that were made. Remember, a lot needs to be done in finer details as well. Trump says, unless we solve the trade deficit with China, I'm not making a deal. Says he was not intentionally engineering a market sell-off. And Trump adds he has spoken to European, Asian leaders on tariffs already. Trump has also added that Chinese trade surplus is unsustainable. So that is currently the situation. Donald Trump not backing down, but he's also in many ways giving out a certain clarification. Says he cannot say what happens to the markets. When he was asked about it, he said, sometimes you have to take medicine. So he continues to, of course, be defiant with the charges. We are told charges could increase as well. Shivani Sharma, my colleague, joins me for the latest on that. Shivani, so many thought the 2nd April was the day done and dusted, but clearly it looks like there could be higher tariffs as well. And which are the countries looking at that could be impacted? What do you make of this statement? Do you think he's changing his strategy? He's becoming more modest, or perhaps it's just another view?
See, Pooja, there are two things. We see a lot of protests happening in the United States against this tariff and other ways that President Trump is taking to make the economy strong. So he's also trying to justify the tariff that he has levied on these countries. And he's also saying that he is on the talking table with a number of countries. He's already talking to the European nations in amending these tariffs to make the situation better. And he's calling these tariffs as medicines. He says that he doesn't want this kind of a reaction or whatever is happening. But yes, sometimes to mend things, you need to take a medicine. And he's comparing these tariffs to medicine. And he's also saying that he's already spoken to the European and Asian leaders on tariffs. And he says that the Chinese trade surplus is unsustainable. And he cannot say what happens to the markets. But he is concerned about making the economy of United States stronger. That's his prime concern. And that is what he seems to be justifying now.
Shivani, please keep tracking the latest. Clearly, it's a developing story, a lot still happening in the case. But remember, it's also an impact on global economy. It's grappling with the fallout. US President Donald Trump's first round, or what started with a 10% tariff on a wide range of imports, now could be harsher tariffs as well. We are looking at the 9th of April when that could start to take effect. So remember that 2nd April was when the announcement was made. But by 9th, the implementation of it will begin as well. So the world is preparing. Some of the countries with very harsh tariff that is set to take effect. What do I mean when I say 11 to 50%? 57 countries currently have been mentioned by Donald Trump. Key trade partners, crucial ones like UK, Japan and European Union included. What about India? The government says it's closely monitoring the situation. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal has been meeting exporters. We're told likely on 9th of April, there's going to be a special meeting with the exporters to discuss America's reciprocal tariff. April 9th is when US starts to implement. For India, it's the 26% tariff on certain Indian export items, which could significantly affect sectors like textile, steel and agriculture. But also remember that India has got exemptions as well on certain important items that are exported to America. US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has made it clear that tariffs are coming without delay.